Big Brother Australia makes history.
Five nominations for 2 weeks in a row.
Boom, Alex. Boom, boom, boom. Shannon. Boom, boom, boom.
Alex.
Mirabai. Boom, boom, boom.
Turkan.
Peter.
Peter.
The runaway train of drama and desire that is Big Brother. Well, the journey continues. The housemates have barely settled back in their seats after last night's eviction, and already we're about to pull into that dreaded station called nomination. The intruders have leapt on, Shannon stepped off, and the nomination tracks we're used to following just might have switched as well. And remember, the intruders are getting a free ride, exempt from the nomination process this week. I can see a derailment. OK, we have special guests tonight, our new evictee Shannon, Turkan's sister Gina, and one of the queens of nomination survival from last year, Big Brother's Christina Ballerina. We've got 8 original housemates and 3 intruders left, so let's cross to the house and see how they're dealing with everything that Big Brother has thrown at them lately. Hello, house. Hi. Hello, how are you all today?
I still haven't seen one.
I want you all closer. You look so far away.
That's good.
Yes, we are. We want to be
There's Nathan's face. Nathan, last week I got into trouble for not talking to you.
You did.
This week I got into trouble for talking to you. I was joking.
I know.
I was
saying that
joking.
I appreciate any joke that you have to say to me, Gretzky's, but I was thinking, but what if Gretzky's was being serious? And I was in this world caught between Gretzky's being serious and Gretzky's being funny. And I like you being funny, Gretzky, so go, Gretzky.
We love you,
But I think it's interesting to see, because you know I'm kidding with you, and I feel like you're all my friends and my mates, but I guess what happens is you've got that intensity of that nomination day, the eviction day. People start going weird, and I know that because Big Brother and myself are the only people you have contact with, our voices sort of echo. Anything we say, I would imagine you think about and stew over. Is that right?
Gretel, everything that comes out of your mouth, we sit there and we just go, now what can we make out of what she said? I think she hates us.
That's true.
Yeah, but no, you're cool, and I think you're hilarious, and we really like the white outfit you had on.
Sophistication.
Well, no, I'm glad that we can understand just how intense it is there during the eviction, and then now we've got nominations straight on top of that. So what's the mood? Are you all sick of having to pick someone? And
Especially now. It's getting harder.
Today's the most polite day. Everyone's being all smiles and chirpy.
yeah. Well, Big Brother will be back with you shortly, but it's nice to catch up.
You too.
See you later. Well, what about that? You know, there was an eerie feeling in the house during this week, an eerie silence, in fact. And it wasn't because they'd run out of big ones for the spa. It was the loss of this lady, our superwoman, evictee, Shannon. Would you welcome her?
Well, and still coming down from such a huge night, so I'll try to be a little bit more relaxed this evening.
You haven't slept, have you?
At all. I had 12 minutes lie down this afternoon, and I was dribbling after about 3 minutes.
Why?
I was exhausted. It was just like 5 days rolled into one, and it just hasn't stopped. So it's just been a blast, and it feels really nervy to be outside, actually.
But have you got a whole lot of repressed emotions going on at the moment? Like, you want to cry, you want to laugh?
I actually shed a tear. I started watching some of the show this afternoon, and I just got really emotional because it was really strange being on this side of the screen and looking into the fishbowl and seeing those faces for real and hearing their comments, and I was thinking, I'm just tired and I'm just not there and, I'm just better go now. So yeah. I just ended off.
That's one way of doing it. And dribbled. Yeah. Very mature. Who do you reckon's going to be nominated tonight?
Oh dear, it's a dreadful time nomination. It is. There's been times where some people have been a little bit easier to nominate than others, but often you get to that blank patch where you have to go in there with some kind of corny excuse and convince Big Brother that it's legitimate, and it could be absolute rubbish. And you go, it's not good enough, and you're going, and you're trying to like stretch that excuse as much as you can. But I'd probably put down. Well, it's safe to pick some backups from last week. Turkan again, Pete, Alex. I reckon there could be even a fourth this evening.
Do you now?
I'm going to go for the fourth because we want to keep breaking records.
All right, well, we'll see how good Shannon's predictions are in a moment. Now, the direction of the House has taken a huge left turn since last Monday's nominations. The intruders have pushed all the original housemates much closer, even Alex and Mirabai. Now, after weeks of freezing each other out in a nomination Cold War, this week their relations finally thawed.
Who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
I nominate Alex. I nominate Alex. I haven't found a real connection with him.
I don't quite get that Alex fellow.
You and me in that spot right now.
Go now, do it,
As your dress.
I have to do my bikini line all over again.
How do you know?
I've gotten closer to Mirabai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Than, you know, in the previous 4 weeks. And that's been great.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think? I think they're going to fall in love. Now,
Cut.
they might.
Yes, stranger things have happened.
No, I think they might. No, because it's a rough job. What would I know? Look at my life.
I'm right there with you, don't worry.
The 2 single chicks, gas bag, and okay. But will they get piece of change? This is the big issue, and we're about to find out because Big Brother sang in my ear, shut up, Gretel, and get on with the show. So we'd better cross to the house and get things going.
We're not allowed to move.
This is Big Brother. Mirabai to the diary room.
Strut your stuff, cheeky babe.
Good luck, Mira. Good luck, sweetheart.
I've been batting well. Don't worry, Alex, first drop. He'll handle the rest of the team.
It's a bouncer's kick.
He's opening,
Fucking hate.
but not facing. Everybody's facing.
Al, the stove. The stove? Quickly.
Mirabai, who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
I've been nominating the same people for weeks, and for some reason it's changed this week. I nominate Sarah because, especially today, I found her extremely, just a little bit too strong and a little bit too strong-minded and taking things a little bit too seriously, perhaps with shopping and stuff. It's all very petty, but there you go. Is that good enough?
And who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
Sorry, okay. Maybe Jess because, although I've warmed to her a lot, I still find her a bit much sometimes
You will too.
around the place. To be able to, I don't know. She's just a bit too much sometimes.
Is that your nomination?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Millhouse and
It's quick.
Alex,
Yes.
who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
This is getting more difficult as the weeks go by. This week, 2 votes go to Jess. We are worlds apart in many things. I haven't really gotten close to Jess, and that's why I give her 2.
I'd like a stronger reason, please.
Like I said, we're worlds apart.
That's another way of saying I don't know her well.
No, I don't know her well. I think we got.
Why don't you know her well?
I can't explain that. We haven't spent time together. We have different interests and all those things. So
It's barely there, Alex. Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
1 point goes again to Mirabai. Again, for similar reasons to previously. I think she's probably doing the least amount around the house, cooking and cleaning and stuff. So, and that's the reason.
Why do you nominate the person you've got a strong reason for 1 point and the person you've got no articulatable reason for 2 points?
No, because I'm closer to Mirabai than I am to Jess, and I can relate to her a lot more. Thus, I would prefer to have her around the house.
Thank you.
All right, any surprises there other than the fact that my love theory just exploded?
I think I'm onto something. No, not at all. I'm not surprised at all by that. Alex tends to have only room for one woman in that house, and that would be Sarah. So any girl that gets voted for from him is of no surprise to me.
Really? Alex is a very close friend of yours?
Not at this stage.
All right, now just before we move on, did I hear you say you'll miss doing Jessica's hair?
I will miss doing Jessica's hair. I had a ball absolutely turning it into a poodle and a powder puff. And then, and I spent hours getting that massacre out of her hair. Like she just, pure massacre. That was her song because everything she touched turned to disaster.
Thank you for that.
In a good way. She was just very charismatic, very colourful, but the hair was just a bundle of wool. I don't want to say that word wool because it brings me back to looming, but I don't want to go there.
Right, this is Shannon, who has not slept now for 48 hours. We will dive back into the diary room for more nominations after the break. But before we go, an important message from a man called Chan. That's right, Damien's dad, the surprise star of our launch show and the first eviction. Now, he has his own column on the Big Brother website, and some of you even wanted to send him into the house as an intruder. By day, he is a humble muffler mechanic in Brisbane, but he doesn't talk out of his tailpipe. Chan tells it like it is, and here he is with Chan's choice.
I nominate Turkan. She's a crybaby, and I think no one likes a crybaby. I think Peter will be nominated this week because he's aloof and he sits there gobbling his food and never discuss with his housemates on all topics. Alex will be nominated because he is another boring person. I think he's only thinking of the 250,000. He sits there like a tiger waiting to pounce. And they are changed choices for tonight. Yes.
Sighs and heartfelt stares of the angst-ridden Peter Turkan, no, we're not really in love, honestly, officer relationship, have become a soapy within a series on Big Brother. 2 weeks ago, we saw Pete's brave mercy nomination of Turkan. Then, after almost walking out, she told him to back off. What will happen next? Will she tell him that she's actually his half-sister and Brodie was her long-lost twin who he had secretly married after losing her memory in a bizarre shopping accident before entering the house? We will find out next week.
Chad and I had a talk a bit earlier and said that we're going to sort of stop, take a step back as well and have a look around. And I think it's really important to have your friendships with the people you have, like the closeness you do with those few people, but to also extend out.
Dude, I know it's good that we came to that line and go over it, and we addressed that then. I know that, and that's a good thing. I don't want things to be weird between us either. I don't want things to really change besides the fact that I'm going to sleep in your bed. Just gonna let it over a little.
Can't handle it.
some hot news from the house. It seems the peace and love is spreading. Just over a few hours ago, Nathan asked to talk to Big Brother in the diary room because he's having trouble finding someone to nominate. Let's have a quick listen to what he said.
Okay, my problem is I don't, like, it's getting to the point where, I mean, the last week, I mean, no one's really done anything that sticks in my mind for me to nominate them. So the only way that I could put it down in my head is the fact that I am closer to certain people in this house than another person. But I know Big Brother wants us to choose an actual thing that someone's done.
Okay, now Peter and Nathan are standing by to vote, so let's cross back to the house.
This is Big Brother. Peter to the diary room.
Go, Pete.
Hate this. Freaking Lila. See, I'm not the only one. You got best of me on it too. Jess, Sarah's got best of me on her pants too.
Oh, you do not say.
Peter,
Yes.
who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
2 points, I nominate Sarah. She's she's a little secretive, I guess.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
1 point, nominate Nathan. He's very over the top all the time. And it can kind of get on your nerves a little.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hello.
Nathan,
Hi.
who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
Okay, this has been really hard this week. Nothing bad about this person at all. It's just I'll nominate for 2 points Pete again. I've gotten quite closer to Pete, but looking for a reason to nominate is hard. Just a couple of times Pete's tried to take charge of certain situations, and when it hasn't actually worked out in his favour, he sort of gets a bit angry and sort of does a little bit of a walk-off. So, yeah, that's the only reason that I've got. Is that okay?
Thank you. Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
Okay. And 1 point, I'll nominate Turkhan. I'm getting to know Turkhan quite a lot lately, more and more. But the same sort of things with Turk still applies for my last reasons. Turkhan will sometimes do things, and although she's not a selfish person, they'll actually turn out quite selfish, and she won't think of other people's thoughts and considerations, although that's exactly the type of person she is. But yeah, just certain situations like breaking the kettle and then making everyone pay for it out of their beer money is just a little thing that sort of got on the nerves of the housemates and also me. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any shocks?
No, not at all. Very comfortable with that.
Oh, are you? Are you? What about Sarah? She's been nominated a couple of times. She'd only ever been nominated once before.
I think
even
it's
got one vote, I think.
Possibly because I've gone, so maybe she's been able to get under the skin of a few other people now and say a few more things.
Did she get under your skin in the house?
Only via Alex. And she did get under my skin because I could sense there was a little bit of excessive, secretive chit-chat going on. And there was little cliquey gangs happening, and it was like, you can sense it, you know.
And that's not your style, is it? To bottle things up or talk behind people's backs?
I hope I didn't talk behind people's backs. You know, I hope that if someone walked in on a discussion that they had already had it with me or weren't surprised with what I was saying, and I could incorporate them into the conversation. So I'm sure there was moments, but I hope that it wasn't too severe. I try my best not to be that style of person.
And just quickly, do you think now, as time passes, people are starting to think, actually, I won't keep the people in who I really like. I might just start getting out the people who are competition for me?
It's getting fairly intense in there. There's some big personalities. There are some small personalities. People are digging and scratching for excuses, and people are going in with a little bit more insight into why they're wanting to nominate bar Nathan, who was up for a bit of confusion this week. But it's a really awkward position. I mean, some of us are clear, some of us are scratching the barrel, the bottom of the barrel, looking for something to please Big Brother.
It's all about Big Brother. All right, next in line for the diary room are another 2 graduates of the prestigious Big Brother Hands On, Hands Off, Stop, Stop, More Academy of Dating. Yes, it is Marty and Jess. Right now, it is definitely on between those two in a big way, but their burning love is not a threesome that includes Turkan, and both Jess and Marty have voted for her over the past 2 weeks. Will they do it again? Let's go to the house and see.
This is Big Brother. Marty to the diary room.
Me? Told you.
You know what I mean? I like talk about are you before?
I'm after.
Absolutely. I just think it makes you like the most
Yeah,
conniving person.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what's.
But especially if you're going and going.
G'day, Big Brother.
Marty,
Yes.
who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
This week I nominate Turkan. I think she's still in 2 minds whether she wants to be here or not, and her getting emotional, I think, makes us feel a bit more emotional and think about things a bit more in depth inside, and yeah.
Yes. Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
Yeah, I think maybe Sarah this week. I think all of us sort of pull our weight in the house, but Sarah maybe doesn't sometimes. I mean, it's not a big thing, but yeah, again, I'm just scraping the barrel. I mean, everyone here is just so close, and we really don't want to do this at all, so yeah.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you.
Hi, Big Brother.
Jessica,
Hi.
who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
I'm going to choose Alex for 2 points, just because I haven't had as in-depth of conversations with him as I have with some others this week.
That sounds like your fault, not his.
Yes, and it probably is.
So why don't you nominate him for a good reason or nominate someone else?
I can't find anything else. I don't know. I'm stuck this week because I really do like them all.
You have to nominate someone, Jessica.
I don't know. 2 points to Alex for making the pumpkin mash. It wasn't that nice. And 1 point to Turkan for pinching on the bum.
Jessica, this is a serious matter.
I really can't find anything.
You're obliged to.
I don't know, maybe.
I accept the nominations this week. It will not be acceptable next week if you come in with so little thought. It's not a surprise that you're coming to the diary room.
No, it's not, but it's a surprise that I get along with these people so well.
Indeed, but you must nominate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, but we have talked previously with that glass wall that appears when you actually do walk into the diary room. So you can prepare outside, but when you go in, it's all a bit of a shock and a bit overwhelming, is it?
You really hope that you've come up with a decent reason, and even if it's a ridiculous reason, you look for the biggest words in the world to make it sound very important. And you try and stretch that one pathetic subject over such a broad variety of space that you convince yourself that Big Brother is confused, and he will accept that.
Shannon, do you think you have a particularly unique relationship with Big Brother? I mean, you are trying to impress him, aren't you?
Well, I do want to please Big Brother because, well, there was lots of different styles of Big Brothers in the house, and there was different, you know, serious Big Brother. There was, you know, UK Big Brothers in the house and UK Sisters in the house and all that kind of stuff. And I felt like I was getting yelled at a few times, and he was really stern with me, and I was like, oh, I'm back at school, or oh, my father's really angry with me, and I need to really pull my socks up and go in prepared, you know, and I'm going to go in guns blazing, so I've satisfied him with my decision.
Good, well, I'm glad he understood. All right, fasten your seatbelts and secure your tray tables because we've got some turbulent nominations to come and it could get bumpy. Someone could be wearing a chicken dinner on their lap. Congratulations. We're down to our final two housemates for tonight, Turkan and Sarah. Both of them gave 2 points to Shannon last week. But with her out of the way, they'll be searching for new targets. So let's cross to the house.
This is Big Brother. Turkan to the diary room.
Please explain. Please explain.
This is the first one.
I like Martin Malloy, didn't they? Used to thrash that.
That's right.
Please
I
explain.
can't.
Yeah.
Every time I wear stockings, it happens to me. Yes.
Turkan, who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
I just want to say I'm really finding this whole thing difficult, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I'm going to be nominating Nathan for 2 points. As lovely an initiative he kind of puts into our group, and we love it. Sometimes he can get a little bit controlling, and I also know that he nominated me because he knows I'm strong and I know he is in Bring It On.
How do you know he nominated you?
I had a feeling before.
Okay, so you don't know.
No.
And who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
I nominate Jessica for 1 point. As much as I love her and as much as I have been trying to get through to her, sometimes she puts a block for me to get to know her even better. And yeah, I'd love to get a chance to get in there more so, but yeah, she just seems to put up this front that I can't kind of penetrate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my golly gosh, Turk.
Sarah, who do you nominate for 2 points and why?
I'm going to have to give 2 to Turkan. For the simple reason I think that Turkan needs to show maybe a little bit more respect to the housemates and their food instead of eating people's food that people save for the day after.
And who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
I'm going to give 1 to Mirabai. I just feel that Mirabai doesn't give enough to the group, like with conversation, and I feel that she needs to give more to express herself, so I can learn a bit more about her.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So what about Sarah? She's been nominated a lot of times.
Yeah, we all get our turn. And things switch in that house very, very rapidly. You know, one person goes and it's like, oh damn, you know, you've lost that excuse. Yeah, it's good. It's good for everyone to have a turn.
In the week where you're a bit of a grump,
yeah.
do you wish that you'd bottled that up?
No. How could I? I mean, it would have come out anyway. It would have been all probably stroppy and silent. So it was best I just did the big blur, and then I wasn't going to try and befriend and be all chummy and make it all beautiful and pleasant, because it wasn't how I was feeling. So I just went for the ride, and I knew I'd address certain people when I had to. I just had to wait for the right, you know, opportunity. It's hard in that place because there's no sort of places to have private conversations.
But do you think there are other people who have a different personality and it's easier for them to repress emotions? Mm-hmm. For example?
Definitely, that would be Alex.
And is this why you don't feel comfortable with him?
Yeah, I think he's really in there. Damien's dad, he was a legend. He sussed it up beautifully about, you know, he's in there for the dollar signs. It comes across like that because you're thinking you really are very difficult to get through to. You hide behind a lot of humour, sarcasm, and it's quite empty sometimes, and he'll unzip himself just a fraction, then he'll zip him straight back up again. You know, you think you're in, then you're not in, and you think, oh, this is all too hard, I can't be bothered. And he seems a little bit down in there. He seems a little bit like, you know, the rolling of the eyes. It's almost, like I've always said, there's a lot of truth in sarcasm, and I think he's just hanging on for the hell of it.
Do you? You think he definitely wants to win? Anybody else in the house you think really wants to win and perhaps isn't being completely themselves just for that purpose?
Let's have a look at that.
I'll throw some names at you. Do you think Peter might be doing that?
Possibly he could be, for the salvation of his brother and sister, financially, to maybe help rescue a situation there. That's something I never really thought of.
What about any girls? Sarah. You just don't like Sarah because she's friends with Alex.
Yeah, it's rubbed off on me the wrong way, and also I think there's a lot of awkward stuff that goes on in room 2.
Awkward? Oh, do tell.
It's got a real dark cloud over room 2 at times. You know, you've got your Mirabai, your Pete and your Turkan doing their little thing over there, and then you've got the Alex and the Nathan, who can get stuck into some stuff when he wants to, and Sarah doing their little...
what does that mean?
I think, well, do we call it talking behind people's backs, perhaps?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, staying up late night and having some good conversations. I felt that went on in that room more so than our room. I don't feel the purple room had any of that going on. Did it?
We'll get back to you on that in the ad break. Now, what about Turkan? Is she being herself? Because she's been very confusing to keep up with, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's like a roller coaster herself. She's there, she's not. She's sexually interested, she's not. She don't touch me, yes, touch me, kiss me, no, don't kiss me. You know, religious, not religious. I was like, what are you? What are you? You're an absolute blowfly sometimes. You're like a bit of a mozzie, you know? It's like, give me the air gun.
We have to put this in perspective because Shannon has not been able to express her opinions.
I haven't had any of this.
4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, 5 weeks now. So you see this kind of behaviour and it grates on you, but you can't go to the next person or, you know, you can't do these ones to the next person.
Well, some people in the house do that.
Well, they definitely do in room 2. Maybe under the dune is in purple room, I'm not sure. I don't know, but I hopefully didn't come across that way. I just saved it for this.
For this brief and private moment. Speaking of private moments and private parts, let's have a look at your bum.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Now, this is, of course, your legacy item.
This is, with legs and everything.
Could you hold it? And it's signed by everybody.
That's right.
Inside the house, and it's up for auction.
It's got some special words on it too, like, you know, we are the worst housemates ever. All that stuff we used to say, and rubbish and scunted and all that kind of language we used to say in the house. So there's a bit of extra
Was it hard getting
stuff.
the plaster out of your bum after you did
You
it?
cannot know. Have a look at that red staining of the G-string that's stuck to it, and Marty and Nathan had to like try and get their hands underneath, and I had to try and suction it out and then peel it off. It was an instant like waxing job.
A simple question, the answer to which is yes or no. Now, the current price for this is $1,925, but honestly, what home should be without that bum? Aaron's navy hat is now fetching $2,850. Now, if you want to bid on either of these, you go to bigbrother.iprimus.com.au. And who is your charity?
It is the Pat Rafter Cherish the Children Foundation.
All right, fantastic. Now, also, Shannon will be online having a chat tonight at 9:45 after Secret Life of Us. Oh, and I'll be having a chat on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. So we'll be chatting away.
Cool, looking forward to it.
Now, Shannon, thank you very, very much
Thanks
for joining us. It's been a joy. Soon with Turkan's sister Gina and our fabulous housemate from last year, Christina Ballerina. They'll be talking about nominations and relationships of the mushy kind. But as we go to the break, let's see the latest addition to our Utter Brother, the cartoon-covered cow that's sponsored by Nestle as part of the Moving Art Charity fundraising exhibition.
Something else in store, dinner served, but wait, there's more intruders crashing through the door. There's love amongst the bubbles. Turkan doesn't want to play, she wants to go, she wants to stay. Can't wait for eviction day. Oh, brother, 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 brother. Bro is watching you.
I just don't want to play the game.
Turkan really stole the show this week, and the impact of her decisions has rippled across the nation. Joining me now for a deep dissection of the whole affair is Turkan's sister Gina and our housemate from last year, the beautiful ballerina Christina Davis.
Yeah!
Now, Now, thank you for joining us. Now, I'll just go to Christina first. Now, you are here on 2 accounts. One, because you were nominated how many times?
6 times.
It's a stressful thing.
It's a very stressful thing, especially when it happens consecutively week after week. It's terrible.
What are the thoughts? Do you think everybody in the house hates me?
You think everybody hates you. You think, is this the week I'm going to be going? Is it the last time? And when it happens over and over, it's just, you get really over it and you just don't want to be there anymore.
But is it heartwarming when you're not evicted by the public?
It is, but you think it just must be a matter of luck and maybe it's only been a few percent and you have no idea what's going on, so you're just completely stressed out, really.
So you weren't surprised when Turkan started to talk about walking out of the house?
I wasn't totally surprised. I was a little bit just, don't do that, because I don't want her to go. I think when 27,000 people applied. If you've made the final 12, you don't want to give up that experience. You want to be in there for as long as you can. So
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't leave, yeah.
Well, Gina, what was the family thinking? Can you speak on behalf of the family?
Of course I can,
yeah?
absolutely. We support her. If she wanted to leave, that's fine with us. We'll support her. If she wanted to stay, we'll support her either way. The most important things for us is that she's happy, she's content with where she is and how she's feeling at that point.
How does she handle stress ordinarily? Is she good with it?
She's quite strong, but I think she's just frustrated. She's got a lot of feelings for Peter, which I think are genuine. And then she's got Nico on the outside of the house, and I think her loyalties lay with him, and she's just confused and frustrated on what she should do.
How long has she been going out with Nico?
Almost 2 years, I think.
Oh, pretty long time.
Yeah.
How's he coping with all this?
I don't know if he is coping. I think he's not jumping to any conclusions, but I think they need to discuss their relationship once she's outside of the house.
Oh, how frustrating
Yeah,
for him.
yeah.
And you were in a relationship in the house. Did that help or hinder?
It is... Sorry, I just got to go through my repressed memory therapy there. No, it really does help to have someone in there you can count on. Obviously, I had Peter and also Sarah Marie I had quite a bond with because we were both being nominated so many times. And you really do need that one person in there you can count on. So I think it helps. There's a little bit of pressure on the friendship, but I think it definitely helps.
All right. Are you still in contact with Peter?
No.
No. What is your opinion of Turkan and Pete's relationship?
I think it's great that they've got each other and they'll find that they will need each other as time goes on.
How real do you think that scenario is in the house? If you're in a relationship, I know we've watched Mirabai saying, oh, I don't even know why I went through all of that with Damien in my mind because then there's nothing. Is it worth it? At the end of the day, did you think, why did I do that? Not that you did anything, of course.
No, absolutely not. No, it's definitely worth it. I mean, I don't regret anything I did in there, and having Peter and Sarah Marie, having those kind of friendships, you need them, and no regrets at all.
Well, Turkan is up again.
Yes.
This looks like that.
Not surprised.
You're not surprised?
No.
How do you think she's going to cope with it this week?
Hopefully better. It's her 5th time, so I hope she's dealing with it. It's got to be pretty hard, like being nominated week after week after week. So I'd say she's a little bit stressed about it, but having a week off would have been nice, but no, I'm not surprised about it at all.
And how are you going to deal with it?
I'll be fine.
You're getting those frequent flyers up. That's a good thing. Thank you very much for joining us, Gina and Christina. Well, it is not long now till the housemates get this week's nomination news, and we all know how they dread hearing that. Whose names will be in the headlines? How will our housemates handle it? We'll know very soon.
I think Marty's done this before.
Fashion isn't about purpose. It's not about intellectual brain. It's about designing and capturing an audience.
The one may be stupid, but to me, this is fashion.
But don't want to get out? This Marchie will be shitting pants.
Versace or is it Versace, Marty? Not quite. Either way, I think that outfit is catwalk champagne for the farm boy. One day it'll be goodbye Dryzerbone and hello sleeved cape with man skirt. The fashion task hasn't hit the cover of Vogue yet, but there are a lot of other Big Brother stories making news right now. So to join us with all of the goss, here is Sydney's Daily Telegraph journalist and Big Brother expert, Kylie Keogh. Hello. Now, welcome, Kylie. You wrote an article recently commenting on the different type of housemates that we've got in the house this time.
It became really apparent even before the intruders came in that these guys didn't seem to be handling things as well. You know, Turkan sort of had a big meltdown when the intruders came in, and then Pete had a bit of a sook. Mirabai had a cry, everything was falling to pieces. Last year when the intruders came in, we had Ben and Blair going, hey, yeah, a couple of new chicks here, it's just not the same dynamic in the house. According to Carmel Hill, that is because they know the rules, they know it's a competition, they know everyone's watching, therefore it's harder for them.
Harder to cope, harder to express themselves.
Everything. They're just more aware of what people are seeing out there.
Yeah, it would make it a lot harder.
Yeah, and just not handling it. So.
And meanwhile, out in the big wide world, there are all these conspiracy theories going on.
Yes, there's quite a few. On the Big Brother website, apparently Jess is pregnant.
Do they explain how that happened?
No, we don't know to who. There's a theory that she was pregnant before she came in because she's getting thicker around the waist. It could just be the carbs. I mean, who knows?
It could be widescreen television.
It could be that as well.
Yeah.
But also, there's one theory that she's pregnant to Marty.
Gee, uncut, I'd like to know how that happened. And what's this thing about the ghost?
Well, yeah, that's another thing. Channel 10 was flooded with some calls from people who swear they saw a ghost in the top-hand corner of one of the screens. It was just a wispy bit of smoke.
Yeah.
And apparently it looked like a ghost. And Nathan, because Nathan was in the room, the assumption was it's Graydon, his dead brother.
Oh.
So
the assumption was that it's Nathan's dead brother.
Graydon.
But it was, in fact?
Incense smoke.
Incense. We thought it might have been one of the cameramen spontaneously combusting. All right, so we've got that. And now, what else is happening with the media? Sarah's been picked up.
That's right. The gay press are on to Big Brother already. Not really a surprise. This is Q News, which is a gay magazine in Queensland. She's on the cover, looking quite gorgeous.
Yes, she does. She looks beautiful.
And DNA magazine in Sydney are having a June Boys of Big Brother.
Well, they got some good
with all
bods.
their shirts off. Yeah, with all their shirts off. Apparently, they've got the right shots.
So any boys, heterosexual, gay, doesn't matter. They're all there without their shirts.
All the guys, yeah.
All right, fair enough. Now, speaking of boys and girls, there's something funny happened in the Greek Big Brother.
Yes, in the Greek Big Brother, there was a similar situation with Damien and Mirabai. Two lovers, Panos and Melina. And he got nominated first and evicted. But next day, he broke back in.
He broke back
into the house and got into her bed. Don't know how he evaded the Greek security guards. Don't know what they were doing. But he got in, into her bed, big pash, and he gets taken out.
A pash?
Well, I don't think they had much time.
And then he was caught. I'd just like you to tell you that our security is a lot better than that.
But what's Damien doing?
I
Too busy playing his guitar. He hasn't jumped back in to find Mirabai. What's he up to?
No, I saw him
Bit of a
hovering.
lightweight.
You know, he was wearing a parachute and up there with an aeroplane. But no, I don't think he's planning on dropping in.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, look, Kylie, thank you for that, Goss. That's fantastic. Well, let's thank Kylie Keogh. Well, Shannon's eviction was another stark reminder to the housemates of just how tenuous their grip on the house can actually be. One Monday night, you can get your first nomination, and just 6 days later, you can be gone. After the break, we'll find out who'll be hanging by a thread this week. Before we go, here's Jess to sing us out with a gentle lullaby. Are you ready? We've got that Big Brother housemates in the house. Well, the nomination votes have been tallied, lightly sprinkled with glitter and sealed with a kiss in a perfumed envelope. Big Brother is busting to open it and deliver the news. So let's cross to the house and see how the housemates take it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
This is Big Brother. This week, there are 3 nominees for eviction. They are Turkan, Sarah, and Jessica.
Oh my God.
Why don't we have 5?
Jesse. It's your break, you're right.
Oh my God. Only 3, that's weird now.
It isn't weird to have 3.
Okay, now those votes were Turkan, she had 6 nominations, Sarah, 5, and Jessica, 4. So after 2 weeks of 5-way nomination mayhem, we're finally back to a simple 3 nominees. To vote for Turkan, to vote her out of the house, you call 1902 555 010. That's 1902 555 010. To vote Sarah out, ring 1902 555 011. That's 1902 555 011. Or for Jessica, if you would like Jessica out of the house, then you ring 1902 555 012. That number's 1902 555 012. All right, now be sure to watch The Daily Show tomorrow night to see how those housemates handle nomination. And the other big event this week, I'm going to choke on it. The other big event this week is, of course, our intruder eviction. It's called Housemates Revenge, and it's going to be absolutely riveting. Wednesday night, 7:30, the housemates sit together and vote one of the people out of the house, one of the intruders. Well, they actually vote 2 of them to stay in, but that, of course, means one of them has to go. You cannot miss that, 7:30 Wednesday night. It'll be a heavy moment. You do not want to miss it. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gretel Colleen. Good night.
This program brought to you from Dreamworld, the home of Big Brother.